we're gonna talk about the rowing machine. There's all different kinds, some that have water. I'm most familiar with the Concept 2, but here at this gym, they got this one, the Matrix. So just some basic things to know if you've ever been curious about using the rower and wondering if you're doing it right. Now, I'm no expert, but one of my old clients did row in college and he told me what was up. So when you're on this, you wanna make sure you're strapped in right across your toe knuckles. It's the ideal place. That way you can push and pull yourself pretty easily. The thing that's gonna make you faster, aside from having long strokes, is pulling yourself back quickly with your hamstrings. All right? And it's gonna look a lot like a deadlift once you get going. So I'm pushing through the heels, extending, triple extension, pull with the arms. Now, I lean forward a little bit, but I'm not lurching forward. Trying to keep a relatively flat spine. So I'm here, push, pull. Ankles, knees, hips, pull. And as you get more comfortable with that, you can start generating more and more force. All right? So for a lot of my clients, to kind of get them encouraged to push the pace on this, I'll do an interval style row. So what I mean by that is if you're using a Concept 2 rower, you can go to units until it shows watts, the wattage of how much power you're putting out per row. And typically I'll start people off with a 1,000-meter row. And at every 100, after 200, you'll pull this as hard as you can. So what I mean, so for my first 200 meters, I'm going to establish what my cruising pace is. So right now, I'm at about, all right, I'm at 2 minutes per 500 meters, all right? So that's as slow as I'm allowed to go during this whole thing. Now, once I get past 200 meters, let's say 300 meters is coming up in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna pull as hard as I can. 2, 3, 4. And then drop back down to my cruising pace. Then when I hit 500, I'm gonna do the same thing. 600, 400. And if you have the rower set up to where you can see how much wattage you're putting out, you should see like little skyscrapers. And that's what you want, highs and lows. Same thing if you're doing heart rate training. But yeah, that's typically one of my go-tos for doing cardio in a different way other than steady state. Nothing wrong with steady state, just trying to give you some options about different ways you can approach the rower. I may just do a whole series of different weird ways you can exercise with it that may not even be related to rowing itself. There's some interesting core exercises you can do on here. But to review, the interval row for 1,000 meters, you're gonna row, and every 100 meters after the 200 marker, you're gonna pull this as hard as you can for 4. Now, don't get carried away if you're a super strong person and break the damn machine, then reference my video. No, thank you. But yeah, it's worth giving a shot. Let me know how you like it, and thanks for watching.